Yeah, at the biggest music concert in Africa, 2017 Afrima Music Village, an evening of non-stop live performances from 40 of the biggest and brightest African superstars, featuring Blueface, Diamond Platinum, Zuma, Harry Song, Small Doctor, Neil Oliver, Shay Shay, Daphne, Foz, Shatta Wale, Critical, Olamide, Montrez, Husseini, Fali Ipupa, Vanessa, MD, 8 Grand, Stanley Ina, Dead, J-Force 3, Keith, No Beat, Becca, and Sophie, The Dog, Young Paris, Eddie Kenzo, Shine, Salif Keita, and other African superstars. Friday, November 10th, 2017 at the Waterfront, Bar Beach, Victoria Island on Lagos, Nigeria from 6 p.m. till dawn. The entry fee is...
This is the network service of the NTA.
Good evening and welcome to AliBaba Seriously Again. My name is AliBaba and as usual, we're bringing you so many artists today. We're loading this up. We're overkilling this show. We're overkilling this show. And to tell you the truth, it is that there's no better way to start the week than with our show. And so everyone that we have invited to be here are going to give you the best of their performances. But first of all, let me introduce my resident artist, ladies and gentlemen, DJ Nana, the female DJs on this show. I will be inviting female DJs every now and then to come and work on this show. But you see, this other guy, Simon Keys, they call him Simon Keys for a reason. He flows between the black and white keys so well. Ladies and gentlemen, Simon Keys. It's a show off. It's a show. But guess what? There's something else that I found out about Simon Keys this last week. The guy does father runs, school runs, Mondays to Friday. Every morning before he goes to play any piano or anything. Simon, not be small work, have you? All right. Well, that's it. You see, on AliBaba Seriously, you can't predict what we'll do, but we'll tell you some. I have on this show tonight, Little Kesh. Little Kesh will be performing. Yeah, we have him on cue. And then also on this show, a lot of men have been talking about how hard it is to get fit, how hard. I came from 105 to 97. You know what I'm saying? 97 kg. And I'm still planning to get to 92 or 93. I need to get to like, let me look like a nice. You know what I'm saying? Look. All right. So we have all that. And then so we're bringing a fitness expert who has been to Big Brother house and his fitness program is all across Nigeria, and so we're bringing him on this show. We also have the man that is overkilling it, Genie. Genie will be here to perform. Of course, we cannot but remember that this week we realized that all this while that we have not been hearing from Banky, only his music videos, apparently he had gone for a surgery. And so our toast on this show tonight is to Banky W, for him to get well and get strong and get better and come back and give us all the hits that he's known for. But before we go on, I'd like to hand you over to Simon Keys to give us the classical Nigerian song right here on AliBaba Seriously. I'll be right back. Right. That's exactly what we want to do. We want you to have a wonderful time. Hold your baby, let's have a good time tonight. It's a classic song. And what can we do but bring musicians to you that will make that sing home? I have someone that is coming on now, and he's always overkilling it, and he has to do that on this show. Ladies and gentlemen, please, here, sir. And
hey,
Genie!
boss.
How are you?
I'm good. Oh
yeah.
Oh yeah, see. I'm fantastic.
Well done.
Thank you.
You're a very proud Benin boy.
Very.
You don't everywhere you go,
I always state it.
You state it.
That's where I come from, and you know, I'm happy.
And your father is Benin, definitely.
My father, my mother.
Which of them is into music?
My dad used to be in a band when he was much younger. You know, this Benin band now.
Okay. Like
you know,
Osamori
all those
band.
kind of band.
Okay.
But you know, music wasn't paying then.
Of course not. But we know
So
now.
the man had to look for that.
To raise
Had
the
to look for
children
yes, so
properly.
yes, so no, it wasn't a fun job at that time.
Okay.
You know, but I decided when I decided to do music, he frowned because of course, you know, he frowned.
He knows where it's coming from.
So, but I had to make sure that this would succeed. I had to succeed in this craft. So,
Sure.
and I'm happy that at least so far he's seen, you know.
Okay, he's seen
Yeah,
the fruits of
the fruits of yes,
of the
yes,
hard work.
Yeah.
Okay. Who were your early influences when you?
When growing up, I was listening to people. I don't know if people would know these guys, Fleetwood Mac. I live Fleetwood Mac.
I'm not that old.
No, but my dad was always playing. We had the turntable, we had the gramophone, we had the reel to reel. You know those reel to reel.
Yes,
we had it in the house, so he was always playing music.
Did they have that? Is it cartridge? You know the one that 8-tracker?
Those ones we had. My dad had everything. He just, for him, since he couldn't make music a profession, he made sure that he listened to a lot of music. So
he fueled his passion.
Yeah. So every morning and night, when he wakes up in the morning before he goes to work, when he's not in his tie and everything, I'm hearing music. So I mean, people like Kenny Rogers, people like I listen to a lot of Coldplay. I listen to Ace of Base. I listen to Don Williams.
So I think those are the things that give you soul.
Yes. I found out that people wrote music. Music was more than, those guys were really, really, really passionate about their craft.
Sure.
They influenced millions with their work, and it wasn't that they wanted to make music and retire.
Exactly.
For them, it was
a Bob Marley.
Yeah, their music transcended time. You know, so I mean, if at my young age the music came to meet me, my father enjoyed it, then he passed it on to me. You know, people, even you mentioned Bob Marley. I listened to Majek Fashek. I listened to Rex
Majek
Lawson.
was from Benin.
Yeah. I listened to Rex Lawson. You know, a lot of you know.
High Life also had a lot of soul.
Yeah.
Soul.
And there were stories.
Yes, there were stories.
You could tell stories.
The lyrics made sense.
Yeah. So I decided, you know, after a while that I would love to be a part of what these people are
were into.
Yeah, what they were into, and that's what fueled my.
So it means that even when you had the talent, what did you do to improve it?
I did a bit of classical music.
Okay.
I hung
Classical
around.
doesn't sell in Nigeria.
Well, it doesn't. But now there's some form of resurgence because I see on social media now. Thanks to social media, I get to see a lot of stuff. But you see, classical music is elitist music in a
Kind
way.
of, yes.
Those people that listen to classical music usually don't even publicize.
Sure.
It's like art. It's like fine art. Like art.
Yeah.
You really don't. It's not for every. It's not. You don't.
It's an acquired taste.
It's an acquired taste. You know. So it's not something. So I wasn't earning from classical music. I just wanted to hone my skills. So I hung around a lot of violinists, pianists, celloists.
It shows.
Yeah. So those people, it groomed me. You know. So that was like my training. I had to learn the discipline in music through classical music.
But because most of those guys always read music.
Yes. You can't just sing anything
can't
just
sing
for
anything.
the fun of
You
it.
have to read
You have to read it. You have to understand that every word has weight. So if you are going to sing a song like and say, I love you, baby. If you have to put emphasis, maybe you have to put the emphasis on the baby. You have to sing music as if you're talking to someone. Like if I'm talking to you, there are accents and there are distance. So I can't just.
You're making
talk
this
to
work
you.
hard, though.
No, okay. I can't just talk to you. You know, I like if we're talking now. There's a lot of we are stressing some words and not stressing some words. So you learn all that discipline in classical music.
We learn that discipline too. Like in Warri, when you're telling somebody you know well, that's
you
know well.
So you see,
so
there's a difference.
So we're also stressed.
Very,
so
very
we're like
big difference.
classical too now.
Very, very big difference. Very big difference.
All right. So in your lyrics, you said no need to brag.
Yeah.
Because it's in the body, the DNA. But these days you hear some songs that makes you feel how come they're not appreciated. But you've mentioned something like it's either elitist or there's some different people that they're performing to.
Yeah.
What would you say about the most popular songs now and the songs that are unique but are not as popular?
It's called pop music for a reason.
Okay.
Pop music is popular music.
Okay.
And I appreciate all kinds of music because they all have their audience.
Sure.
And I think we are growing as an industry to the point where everybody loves, you go for what you love.
Sure.
Do you understand? And I mean, there's a place for popular music.
Sure.
But just like there's I don't want to call brands now. I mean, tangible brands and all that.
Okay.
But
Different flavors.
different flavors. So you just some
But
are
that's a
meant
brand.
for.
We just call it a brand.
There are some that the music is meant for now.
Okay.
You understand? It might not be so interesting in 6 months time.
Okay.
But it's for now, and there's a place for that kind of music, and I respect everyone making that kind of music.
Okay.
As there are some other music that we can still play it 10 years
10 years later.
down.
So and all these
and yeah, so it
evergreen.
moves, evergreen. So it moves. So there's a place for every kind of music, and I'm not the only snag I see in this whole thing is we should have more people invest in the different channels of music.
Okay.
For example, the radio stations.
Okay.
Abroad, we have radio stations for all kinds of music.
Jazz,
so
country.
you cannot see one radio station play all kinds of music. You understand what I'm saying? So we should have more people, those that love jazz, let them come up with a jazz station.
Sure.
You know?
I have one now, Excusez-moi Radio. It's all jazz.
Fantastic. So you see, you now that is why, and this is not because you are here now, but that's why I have a deep respect for you, because you are investing in something you love.
Sure.
And I think
Thanks.
everybody should follow
Thanks.
suit.
Thanks.
Yeah, should follow that.
Thanks, Genie. Thanks, Genie. That's the man that is overkilling it every time. And have you found Ego?
We are not searching. Our time is gone. We've moved. We've moved.
All right. When we come back, we'll be talking to Little Kesh. Song is just so apt because the guy has a lot on his shoulders right now. So, okay, no, yeah. Banky is our man, and he just underwent a surgery, and so they cut his shoulders to correct it, and so when he comes back. He'll be on this show to tell you how it all went, and in fact this is just a few days before he gets married even. So well, Banky, get well soon and come back. All right, you know I told you that we're going to have Little Kesh. Okay, so I have two types of cash. There's one that's not little. This one is also a worry girl that has refused to drop the, you know, you believe that when people come into Lagos and have grown into the big time and then married to Igbo, they should drop some of all those worry. This, no, this one I look at. They gave her strawberry drink this evening. She said it's Zobo. You know. So, ladies and gentlemen, first off, I'll talk with Ufuoma McDermott. You grew up from McDermott.
No, I never see McDermott Road though. I really don't even know
So you
that
grew
place.
up in the north.
I grew up, yes, Jos and then Lagos. Basically Jos and Lagos.
Okay. Jos, Lagos.
Not Benin, born in Benin, Jos, then Lagos.
So you're a Benin someone.
We be like nomadic somebody. We're movers.
All right. So I understand that you know, some people say Nollywood is growing very fast, but there's still problems in the business. What are the problems really?
In all honesty, for me, I'll just take it straight into the cycle,
Okay.
and I'll go straight to the end of the cycle,
Okay.
which helps or which determines what the beginning of the next cycle will be,
Okay,
which is
well,
distribution.
distribution,
Yes,
okay.
straight up distribution. So, more distribution channels means automatically in many ways than more. And
Cinemas,
I'm talking about all things being equal. You have a good product out there. You know, your P&A is, you know, obviously
What's
fantastic.
P&A?
Publicity and adverts.
Okay.
Your advert, your publicity is good. If we have enough distribution channels, it goes back in. You're making enough
Make the
money,
money and then
to
you shoot
pumping.
another
Yes,
one.
to pumping more money to make a better picture.
Okay.
And also, I think another thing is about winning the confidence of Nigerians. Sometimes I get hurt when I'm, you know, doing a cinema tour and people say, "Oh, not Nollywood. No, I can't come to cinema." And then I understand that a lot of people have been beating
Okay.
badly for a long time, and we need to do a lot to correct that. You know,
Okay.
you can't keep sending your money to Hollywood
Okay.
and expect Nollywood to get better. Brad Pitt will get paid more, and
Okay.
Steven Spielberg will make a better picture,
Abi?
but not Nollywood. You know, so with time we'll get their confidence back, and you know,
But now to shoot a good picture, I'm not saying
fantastic.
a fantastic picture, but to shoot a very good picture, would 50 do it?
The truth is, it's dependent on everything.
Okay.
And I mean, you know that your script, And I usually say to
Script
people,
one.
yes, I say to people, first of all, I think you should have your budget.
Okay.
Know what is at your disposal and then begin to put all the other indices together.
Okay.
Your script is like everything. So if in your script you have like 7 rich men, 7 senators in your story,
means that
do you understand? Because we still pay for locations.
Okay.
We're still at the point where we'll come meet you, say, bros, one shoot for your house. So, and then you say, okay, 3 days shoot. And in 3 days, I'm not done. And then what do? I have to look for ways to restructure those scenes that are left. So it's a whole lot of things that go into budgeting. But your script is your ultimate guide.
Okay. Now, quickly, you have a movie out now.
Yes.
When is it coming out?
24th of December, Christmas is coming. We hit cinemas.
What's it called?
Christmas is coming.
That's the title of the movie.
Christmas is coming.
Okay.
Isn't it coming?
Would there be Christmas carols in the movie?
Ah.
Would there be rice? Rice inside?
Well, I know for sure that there's going to be the real original Nigerian jollof in the movie. So.
All right. Okay, so this battle of Nigerian jollof and Ghanaian jollof.
No, I did not call on that person's name. Oh. I don't want Corello.
Because your movie will give you a bit.
You understand? I want to save my kids.
Okay, but no, forget about it, about Nigerian jollof and Ghanaian jollof.
You know, we're talking about budgeting.
Why are you here? Oh my God. Okay, the other thing that I need to ask you about now is how do you balance work and family?
Priorities.
Okay.
Honestly, I don't know that. A lot of people want you to say something that is magical. It's the same way the teacher, the doctor, the banker, the nurse,
Balance
the
their
matron
work as well.
balances, you know, sort out what is important to you. Okay. If you think seeing your kids are important, then make out time to see them.
Last question. You didn't tell us the date this movie is coming out.
24th of December, 24th of November. So Christmas is like almost a month
away.
But we're drawing it closer.
We're drawing it.
Yeah,
Okay.
Yeah,
all right,
yeah.
All right. So you heard Christmas is coming.
Yeah.
It's
November
the movie
24th.
from this worry girl. All these
A worry Christmas.
Christmas made him worry. Christmas is coming. All right. It looks like what the parents used to threaten children. They say Christmas is coming. Oh, if you don't behave,
do it.
No jollof rice, no new shoe, no.
What?
All right. Okay. All right. So the next person that I want to talk to is someone who, when we were growing up, fashion was not a statement. It was an annual thing. They planned for it. But now it's a statement. So I have the style doctor here. Ouch.
Thank you for having me.
How are you?
I'm fine, thank you.
So there's a fashion week going on right now.
Yeah, fashion weekend.
Fashion week.
Yeah.
Okay. GTB Fashion Week.
Yeah,
and you attended. So. Yes, and you attended.
Yeah, I stopped by.
You stopped
this
by.
evening,
Okay.
yeah.
Now, do you think we need a lot more of that, or what is it that is missing in developing our fashion sector?
I think we've done enough of those.
Okay.
Enough of those as against what we haven't done yet.
Okay.
I know we're national television, so I'm also going to say that, and I'll give this out freely to any organization or bank that wants to jump on it. What they're going to do, what we need next for posterity's sake, would be for a bank, instead of jumping on again, to start doing the same thing, which are shows all over, to probably invest in a hub. We need a hub. The Nigerian fashion industry needs a hub, not the things that you have pockets here and there.
Okay.
No, those are not working because, for example, a buttonhole machine, the present buttonhole machine that I saw while away some weeks ago is about $28,000. That's
ordinary button.
Yeah, automated, automated brother buttonhole machine. You know, $28,000. Then I don't know of any fashion designer or entrepreneur in Nigeria that can probably afford that can look for 9 million naira to put on a buttonhole machine.
But you know, if you have that $28,000, you can employ 300 people to be doing the buttons. Nana, what do you think?
You can employ 300 people to be doing the buttons. But then yesterday we took 8 shirts for an event, for the experience, and none of them came out because human beings were doing it. But this, we're talking about machines that can do 20,000 shirts buttonhole a day. 20,000. Yes.
Okay. So what's stopping banks from funding fashion?
So that's the same thing I'm talking about. I think the people, because I was at one earlier on this evening, I think the people are interested in the superstructures.
Okay.
The things where we're talking about the foundation, which is what I'm interested in because the numbers are important to me.
Okay.
So, as I said, the show is important to a lot of people. You know, just dress glamorous, sit in front, fashion
Do the
shows.
runway.
Yeah, do the runway where buyers are absent.
Okay.
It's the same celebrities, and you know, it's interesting. But I think a hub is the way forward. Really, I think having a hub it will solve a lot of
Then
issues.
the other thing, you just did your 10th year.
Yeah, we are 10.
10.
We are 10 till June next year.
So how did you celebrate?
We're having a private viewing and presentation for the Heritage Collection.
Okay.
We call the collection the Heritage.
Okay.
Next week Sunday. Something private for a few of our alcoholics.
Okay.
Our customers.
That's us.
That's us exactly. We're having that next week Sunday. Just a 2 hours event. Just for me, I'm excited to meet with these men and women, of course, and show them what we've been cooking, what we're working at, as well as talk about the journey so far, 10 years. We are visiting our local community, the community that hosted us 10 years ago. Onigbongo, Maryland, yeah.
That back corner.
That back corner. So we're still trying to meet the House of Rep person, local government chairman, so we can give back to the society. A lot of other few things have been happening, more like giving back.
Okay.
And I'm also putting together some CSR fashion business related event to talk to people in the industry.
Just before we round up, there was a young man you took one time that that you wanted to help change his career or change his fortunes, and it didn't work out. Do you think that the youths need a lot more encouragement, or is it that the youths are not prepared? The final question.
I think the youths are not prepared.
Okay.
I say that emphatically. They're not prepared. Preparation being that people want to use what one has used 17 years to get it overnight just because of what they see on social media video. Yeah, they want to blow, the blow factor. The blowing is good, but process. You have to go through the process, and that is what is lacking. That's why I said they're not prepared.
Okay. Thank you. All right, that's Ouch, and we were talking about fashion. Ouch has been in the business now for 10 years. I remember when he has a little store in Onibombo. How many do you have now? How many outlets do you have now?
You
have two at the airport.
Where I come from, you don't count children.
Nice.
But we actually have 3 at the airport.
3 at the airport?
Yeah, 3 at the airport.
Nice. They rescued me one time like that. I was in between flights, and then I carried my bag, took my this thing, and left the other suitcase that had the shirts that I was supposed to wear for the event, and my driver had gone. So the traffic was mad, and if he was to come back from the toll gate, it would be crazy. So I walked into the place and picked up, you know. I'm not doing that bad for you. I'm talking of.
I know. I'm thanking God that we're able to help.
All right. So, we're still talking to Ouch. We'll see how we can, because I like his double-breasted suits. We'll see how we can get, because I've said that on this show, all I will wear is
double-breasted.
All I wear is
DB way.
Why don't people like double-breasted? People just.
I think it's also society and the times we're in, the millennial factor. The millennials are, you look at the silhouette is a bit more narrower these days. The collars have become narrower. You're wearing a 3/4 peak lapel inches.
Yes, I can see that. I like
that. That's what you're wearing.
It's better for somebody with broad
shoulders. Yes. Exactly.
I know a bit of fashion.
Yeah, you do. I mean, you are very vast in that area. Okay. So you see, a lot of people shy away from it because of the times we are just in. People just feel it's old school, but they don't know that for a gentleman to be considered a sartorial juggernaut, you must have a double-breasted in your wardrobe, be it a suit or a double-breasted or blazer.
You must have one double-breasted. You must have one double-breasted.
You must.
All right, that's Ouch, and from Ufoma to Ouch, and we'll just take a break now, and then when we come back, you will enjoy yourself. Now, you're welcome back. One big problem we have in Nigeria now, it's that, and it's a big problem because the problem is really big. You have a lot of men, their stomach, it's now like either they're 2 months, 3 months, 4 months pregnant. The stomach is just big. And so it's hard for them to fit into clothes. That's why a lot of them wear danshiki and native, because the native would hide. I'm not talking about Scott, but that's what happens with a lot of people because of this. So I have here a fitness buff, a former housemate of Big Brother House. Kemen, how are you?
I'm fine,
Who
sir.
called me? Anna, how you doing?
Fine, sir.
All right. So quickly, what do you think is the problem with fitness with young men? I'm not talking to ladies now. Kate will do that one, but for men.
Well, first of all, a lot of people don't understand that fitness is broad. You talk about fitness, the first thing they start looking at you to see how big your muscles are.
Okay.
You know, but fitness is broad.
But your muscles are big now, so if you're talking to somebody, the person wants to be like you.
Well, sometimes it helps.
Okay.
I mean, when I started, I had coaches that had big tummy, so it was a problem to me. So, but me being
to match that.
but being a fitness trainer now and having some people would think the ideal body, though I still work every day trying to maintain.
Okay.
So I would do a quick run through.
Okay.
So people see that fitness is not a struggle.
You will do, because I can't join you. I'm presenting this show.
I will show. There's the high intensity interval training.
Okay.
Which most of the workout is calisthenics. I'll show you a bit of calisthenics.
Be showing them. Be showing
Okay.
them. I'll watch.
Yeah, I'll use the easiest jumping jacks. It's actually back to basics calisthenics. It's done this way. Calisthenics is basically a workout where you use where you multitask. Your lower body and your upper body are working at the same time. You have something like mountain climbers. It's done this way. And then there's the spider crawl this way. There's the plank of different variations.
This one is for carpenter, Sabi. The clamp.
Well, this is the idea. You look like a plank when you're doing this program.
I know this position, but I don't use it for exercise.
All right. And then you can multitask doing the plank. The beautiful thing about calisthenics is it does not only help you to burn fat, it also helps to strengthen the muscles,
Okay.
and is good for
Okay.
stress relief.
Let me say this as a one. You just started doing this exercise. Is it okay to just jump into exercise, or you do some normal warm-ups? If people want to get into exercises, what are the normal warm-ups you would take before they...
Okay, stretch is very, very important. Okay, first warm up, you can just jump around a bit.
Okay.
To free up the muscles and the joints.
Okay.
Warm it up.
Okay.
And then you can start stretching.
Okay.
You warm up first before you stretch.
For somebody who is not very active, because a conductor doesn't need warm-up, because he has been running all day, but normal
Well,
stretching.
it's easy to, you could just kick out. Anything, some people do normal body stretches, because you need to keep the body warm
okay.
before you start stretching.
Okay.
There is this is the very easy kind of stretch where you coil in, try to keep your cow straight, leg straight, and touch your
This thing
toe.
you are doing now is
And
not
then,
easy, oh.
well, at every level, you can start somewhere. You can,
That's okay.
yeah,
That's
go
okay.
on this
Yeah,
level.
just hold it there. Yes, that's one.
And then, but there's always room for improvement.
Beyond that one.
Yes.
What am I?
You have to keep breathing.
Okay.
You breathe in, and when you breathe out, you try to go down.
Up
The
to
more
that.
you breathe,
The more you go down.
the muscles open up for you to, the joints open up for you.
Let
to
me tell you where
stretch
that problem is.
further.
No, stay where you are. Stay where you are. Do you know that some people that want to go lower than this, but the stomach will not allow it? Scott, am I lying? Okay, all right.
Do you know that sometimes
Yeah.
some people are not? There are some big people that are very flexible.
Like Donyo Kukwe.
Well,
Okay, no, leave that. Okay.
so there are some big people that are flexible.
Okay.
I like saying this: choose the body you want,
Okay.
but be fit in it.
I want your body. So,
But be fit in it. There are some muscle men that are not fit.
okay.
They have all the muscles, but they can't run 5 kilometers.
Oh yes, Emeka, my driver. Emeka looks very fit. We went to play football. 4 minutes. Emeka was outside. Emeka, again is Oga. The Messi, he what up?
Exactly. And then there's a difference between working out, having an exercise lifestyle, and having an active lifestyle.
Okay, what's the difference?
Now, first of all, having an active lifestyle is when you move, lift in the course of your daily activity.
Okay.
But exercise is a deliberate, planned, and most times repetitive act aimed at maintaining
your level of fitness.
Exactly.
Okay.
So some people go to the gym in the morning, they work out, come back to the house, eat and sleep and sit the whole day.
And that one just knocks out everything they gained in the distance.
It's a problem. So you find some people say, but I go to gym every day. And then some people have the active lifestyle, but they don't exercise, and they think the active lifestyle should complement for exercise.
For that,
but the truth is, exercising helps to improve your active lifestyle.
Yeah.
That's how it should be. So if you move and lift, you're supposed to exercise so you can be swift when you're moving, and you can be stronger when you're lifting.
Okay.
So they work hand in hand.
All right. Thank you so much. Thank you, Kevin. Last question. I'm going to Big Brother now.
Yeah.
How much of publicity or advantage has Big Brother given to you?
A whole lot, sir.
Okay.
Years back, I would always think, when will I meet AliBaba in person? But after Big Brother, it was just a call, and I said, my name is Kemen, ex-Big Brother. Oh, yeah, oh, who could? Before Big Brother, I'd be like, from where? So first of all, and then Ufoma, and then now Arch has given me, and I'm going to be at the private,
viewing of the
viewing.
And you and I were in the movie together in
yes,
in Akwa Ibom.
Yes, and I just finished another movie. It's going to be the first Nollywood series, epic series. Epic. And the reach is there. The platform has made it easy for us to access certain places and people.
You know why I'm asking this is that there are a lot of people who go to those reality shows, and after the reality show, we don't find them anymore.
That's because there was no plan or no personality before the show.
Okay, so they couldn't work on it. They couldn't grow on it. Okay.
So as a hustler, you just double your hustle after the show.
All right. Thank you so much, Kevin. We'll take a break when we're back. All right. You know, that song looks like the kind of song that some Baba Ijebu will sing to their driver. When they just buy a brand new car and the driver is running into potholes. So they say, easy, oh, jaja, take it slow. All right. I met this young lady long time back now, and she impressed me with the dance. I used to call her Two Faces' little sister because she had this look on Two Faces, and she made us enjoy dancing because when she's dancing, she does that thing with her mouth, like she's trying to tell you a story. And ladies and gentlemen, they're here with us. Awesome. How are you? How are you doing?
Fine, thank you, sir.
Well done. Thanks, sir. And you? I told you I was going to talk about this. This young man. Should I talk about it?
Please pardon me.
What?
No, I can beg him.
All right. So, okay. You were three guys, right?
Yes, we were
and the
three.
other guy left for school or something.
Yeah, we were three.
Okay.
We left.
All right. So, how is it, setting up your own group after coming from the group that you were in?
Okay, honestly, it's not very easy.
Okay.
Especially when you know that you're trying to get back to where you were.
Yeah, exactly.
Now you're trying to build from the scratch, and you're facing the challenges of getting people in, getting them loyal, then recognition and stuff. But the passion keeps pushing us. This is what I love to do. This is what I want to spend my time doing. This is what I want to be known for. So I keep pressing on.
By the way, you're a graduate.
A graduate.
And dance saw you through school.
Absolutely, sir.
Wow. Okay. Where did you serve? You went for youth service?
Yes, I did.
Where did you serve?
Owerri.
Owerri. Okay, that's where they have the this man's what's it called, statue. Is it Owerri?
Yeah.
Zuma.
Yeah.
Okay, Zuma.
Yeah.
Okay, all right. So, how was serving in Owerri?
It was really awesome. I served in a very good place.
Okay.
I was with Rocha's first daughter.
Okay.
So I think I lived a very good life.
Okay.
I stayed with the...
No, that was a youth service now. You were on holiday.
Though I worked, I really worked.
Youth service. Should we tell her what youth service was like? Genie?
Oh, God.
Okay. All right. So, what's the next phase for you?
Okay. The next phase really is still bringing out the academy. I run an academy. That's my primary passion. Yeah, it's called Tansis Dance Academy.
Okay.
We focus mainly on schools, primary schools and secondary school, because we see dance as something that is just beyond you just moving your body.
Sure.
We believe that a kid that can master a dance from beginning to the end, that same kid will be able to master any code, any physics, any chemistry formula that you teach the child. So that's basically our passion.
Okay.
Dance is something that cuts across every domain that every school tries to cut across. So that is the primary assignment and the primary vision for now.
I hear you have a call. Hello? Hello? Good evening. Okay, all right. Call is gone. All right, okay. I would like you to... There's a new song that I like.
Okay.
I like the song. It's... I think the title of the song should actually have been... Uroboskeke.
Oh yeah, Uroboskeke.
There's Urobo in the song. There's Urobo in the song. Uroboskeke. But the thing is that the Shekiri people won't let us have it.
Oh God.
The Shekiri and the Job people, they didn't let us have it because I'm sure they called you and said, no, you can't call it Uroboskeke. We will not dance to it. You can't call it the Job people. Now said, if you call him Uroboskeke, we will not dance to it. Militants will come. So she now decided to call him Malo. And Malo, the Skeske, the Skeske was supposed to... So that's the song that I want you to dance to. Is that okay?
Absolutely.
All right.
That's like the rhythm of the movement. So.
It's the rhythm of the movement now. So, Uroboskeke. Let's...
Okay. Remove your mic.
Spells on the beat. Tiwa Savage on this one, yeah. Whiskey, do you want mama? Make it animals to tingle.
This kind of thing I never see, yo. My pressure, the high got me down, whoa, whoa. My girl, hold on to me, yo. Never ever leave me for crash, oh, oh, oh. Girl, you they make me shiver, oh. Girl, if you leave, I suffer, oh. With you, I get no holla, oh. I want day with you forever, oh.
Roboskes.
Chris, because okay, no, he's back. Come and sit down. Come and sit down. Come and sit down. They will hear today. Say, Scott, the song is Uroboskeke. It's not Malo, and Tiwa has to go and change the title of that song to Uroboskeke. Then go and call police. All right, awesome. When a new song comes out and you're working on the no, you just finished dancing. With the way you are breathing now. Yeah, so we'll take a break. When we come back, I'll ask them questions. They are breathing. Okay, let me just address this issue once and for all. A lot of people have said some of the videos that you have, we've seen them before. Why do you keep playing them again and again? You see, it's a network program. We have over 60 million people watching us. And then when you add Instagram, it's close to about like 100 million. We have to be on the side of decency. Not most of the videos, in fact, most of the videos that you have out there now, are not so fit for. They're good for home viewing, but you can't put them all out on television. Though it's late night, but these NBC guys, they don't sleep. So they'll be monitoring the program to see if they were half-naked women and, you know. So I don't know how I'm going to do that because Kozi Ojako is supposed to come on this show. So how am I going to do it? Kozi, in fact, Kozi is watching right now. She has asked me that she wants to be on this show. Kozi, when you want to come, I have this pastor. He has this clothes that they use for choir. You wear one. And you're my friend, you wear one. And you know, my pianist is a church pianist. So he won't play music to her. Simon, all right, okay. So that's why we're still repeating some of the videos. But we've talked to people. Genie has promised that he's going to give me some of his videos, even if it's the old videos, but we'll play them, okay? Then I told you that I'll come back and ask them the final questions before I now do my top 10. So, how are you? That was awesome. How long does it take you to learn to choreograph a new song?
Well, it depends. It depends on what you're trying to achieve.
Okay.
When it comes to us pulling dance together,
okay,
we get it like the normal thing, just like I'm talking.
Okay.
It's easy.
Oh, it's normal like that?
It's that normal. But the
it's
difficult part...
this man that came, and we didn't see him for like 20 minutes. Yeah, okay, how long does it take to get a dance?
Yeah,
20, 30 minutes?
Like she said, it's normal.
Okay.
For it. So you just have to like keep on putting the step together, then boom.
Okay. Do the steps that you have, would they fit any other song, or you rehearse for one song and then another song you rehearse? Because it looks like it gets to a particular point, you guys stop, and it's timed to that.
Exactly, sir.
Okay.
There are some particular dance style that goes with any kind of music.
Okay.
But there are some particular kind of dances that go strictly for what you choreographed it for. Yeah.
Okay.
We have one particular dance that goes with any song. If we go anywhere and you catch us on our way,
that's the Gogwero.
It just goes.
I'll be looking out for that dance.
Exactly.
Any day I just see people doing that, I say, this is the dance, this is that Gogwero dance.
It goes.
All right, awesome. Okay, so you see, sometime this week we were awash with results from Kaduna State. Yeah. Okay, all right. We are awash with results from Kaduna State of teachers that need to be taught. Teachers who were, in fact, these teachers were worse than the ones from Edo State that Oshomole. Genie, sorry. The one from Edo State was even asking Oshomole, hey, I'm a teacher. Anyway, sorry, Genie, sorry. Opa, talk me, hey. All right, when we come back, we'll take a break now. When we come back, we'll do the top 10. We'll come back, we'll do the top 10. Distinguished ladies and gentlemen, this young man is a hit maker. The little in front of his name is just little. The little is just little. He has big songs. And sometimes you go to a club and you have 2-3 of his songs played back to back because he's that good. And so we've brought him on the show. And in fact, when he came on, we're having problems of which one should he perform first, which one should he do? Is it the old ones or the new ones or so? And ladies and gentlemen, he will decide. Ladies and gentlemen, round of applause for Little Kesh. So that they will get this in. Do that dance again. Just
shaku.
Okay, come and sit down. Let me show you something. You see this dance, eh? Like when we were in secondary school or primary school and then they are flogging you. Yeah? You know, when they are flogging you. You know what I'm saying?
That comes to you naturally.
Yes, it comes to you naturally. That's okay. Beautiful songs.
Thank you very much. I appreciate it.
You know, sometimes some people hear songs like this, and they don't know that it is from you.
Yes, well.
So, what is the next? What's the next big song that is coming from you? How do you choose what the next big song is? What do you do to?
Well, these days, considering how the Nigerian industry is, there are a lot of things you put into consideration.
Okay.
Number one, trends. You
Okay.
know, there's always a trend with the sound as well. The tempo, at times it's up tempo, people are moving up and down. At times it's slow, it's like the pump on, trying to do the arcade kind of sound, kind of music. You need to put that into consideration when you probably recorded a couple of songs. They're the fast one, they're the slow ones. You consider what people are listening to at the particular moment, the vibe, the message of the song. You know, if it's a good song, you know. For like me now, for whatever song I'm gonna put out, I'm just the kind of boy that I try to not change so much, so I cannot forget all the very little elements that made the hits from way back, and I still try to apply them into whatever is trending now, and still put it together and still just give you that Little Kesh.
So that means that you work on market survey.
Yes,
The
so
other thing that
as a smart man.
yes, you've done quite a bit of collabos.
Yes, sir.
Who are the people that you have worked with?
Quite a number of people. Locally, I worked with Lamide, obviously. Worked with Davido. I've worked with I think Fino. Yes, I've worked with Fino. I've worked with a couple of people internationally. I've worked with Ty Dolla $ign. I've worked with Wale. I've worked with like people like Spice from Jamaica. A couple of songs. I can't remember all, but yes, I've done a number of collaborations.
When you people do these collabos,
yes,
the person calls you and says, "Man, I have this new song out," or do you call the person and say, "This is your song, let me join you on it," or how does that go?
Well, there are different ways that happens. At times there are songs I hear, I listen to,
and then you like it,
and I'm like, this is music, I love it. I just send it to me, let me try and jump on it for that person. There are some people who reach out to us, I tell them, oh, I go with the music, you know, I listen to the music. If it's something I can vibe with, I jump with it. And there are some that we just need to make the collaborations happen for the sake of the music business. You know, interact with each other. Like the song I was on with Korede Bello of recent, My People. You understand that he featured me, and it's just a collaboration of all that. The music industry. At times, our fans want to see you relate with their people,
with their own people.
Yeah,
that
way.
Fans of.
That way we're making it more interesting. We're sharing numbers as well. So it's all the business strategies.
Okay. There's something that I do on this show. I was supposed to do it with the other guests, but I want to do it with you. I don't want to do it with the other guests. So I call the name of something, and then you tell me what comes to mind. Okay. Food.
Rice.
Jollof or? Jollof, right? Okay. Perfume.
Gucci.
Drink.
Water.
Cash.
Daddy, alone. My mommy gone. Umi is pure. Umi is very healthy. I drink a lot of water. I'm not even gonna lie.
It looks like all those Yoruba people in court. When I say, did you steal? Did you say, daddy? Okay. All right. Favorite holiday spot?
London.
London is not entertaining. Now London is.
Daddy, Sherry. It depends on the crowd you're with. Anywhere can be fun for you. See, anywhere can be fun for you. American can be fun for you. Yeah, Lagos can be fun. I mean, it's not so much fun for us every time because we stay here. But some people come inside and then the kind of crowd they roll with, they can like probably go to the club if that's what that person likes doing. Me, I have my crowd in London.
So when you get into London,
when I want to chill, I go to London.
All right. Okay. All right. This other one. Well, movies. What kind of movies? Action. What kind of movies do you like?
Yeah, comedy. I just like to laugh.
You like to laugh?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Fela, favorite song from Fela?
Water. You don't get any.
That's the one you say you like drinking.
You understand? See, there's still a connection. There's still a connection.
Okay. Football club.
Mind you, and I can tell you the story behind
Before, why you became a fan?
Where I became a fan.
Okay.
You see, then that compound we used to live, because I grew up in Bariga. It was like quite a number of
That's
people.
where this boy too.
Bado as well.
And then nice Akoka.
Nice Akoka, but he's all Barigas too.
Okay.
Because Bado too is Lady Luck, he's Barigas too. Me, I'm like
No,
the
Luck is the
Bariga.
side.
Me, I'm the Ilaje Abeokuta Street Bariga.
Okay, that's not the VI side of Bariga.
No, that's like the
that's
hood.
That's the
you know, like downtown.
Okay.
Yeah. So where were we again?
We were telling me about how you became Man U.
Yes. So there's this bros in our compound. Then he used to work at Fan Yogo.
Okay.
This Yogo company.
Okay.
And then he was a strong supporter of Man U. And then we were still quite young, you know, in the compound. He would say, if you're supporting Man U today, and if Man U can win, you get free Yogo. So that's how I started. I started supporting, getting. Then growing up, my love for football isn't as much, because almost everything.
Your love for Fan Yogo was strong.
but everything passion-wise, I give everything to music. But the only reason I could still say, okay, do you have a team in support? When I think back, that bros came through for us with this one. So he's still my you for me, you know. He's still my you for me.
All right, okay. Thank you so much for finding time to come.
You're welcome, sir.
Thank you. So what we'll do is that we'll take a break. When we'll come back, we're toasting to Banky W to his health.
Yes, so
all right. Okay, all right. Thank you so much. That's Little Kesh is a bundle. It's a bundle. All right. So, I was talking about the issue in Kaduna, where teachers went to write an exam because the president of Kaduna, the governor of Kaduna State, Governor El Rufai, said that he believes that there was need to change the educational sector in the state, and he wanted to start by retraining the teachers, and so he told them to take exams. Oh boy, come and see failing, The teachers were backgowing and failing and could not even. The one that was in grade 2, that had a grade 2, wrote grade 2.
Wow.
Grade 2. In fact, it was terrible, and he had to show the result because the National Union of Teachers were protesting in the states. And so, but that's not it. We want to do the top 10 reasons why students fail. Top 10 reasons why students fail. Number 10, the poor educational sector. It's one reason why students fail. Stale teaching methods. You see, the same methods that you used to teach children before, you can't use them again. Sesame Street is not in vogue. You have to move on with times. The things that you're using to teach children now has to keep changing. Then you have lazy students. There's some students that are just lazy. They don't want to learn. They don't want to take some time to go to library and check out new ideas. Then religious and cultural values. There's some people that say, my religion says I shouldn't go to school, or my culture says only boys should go to school, or education is not for women. Those kind of things. It makes a lot of. Then drugs. There are certain drugs that you take when you get into exam hall. You'll be answering the questions they say you shouldn't answer. All right? That's number 6. Number 5, poor foundation. When the children don't have proper foundation. If a child does not learn how to read A, B, C, D, and know how to join words together, there's no book he will read. Because nearly all the stuff, all the subjects he's going to be taught are all in English language. Then settlement culture. The settlement culture is one reason, because when people believe that I can settle the lecturer, they will not study. And so the lecturer you said you are going to settle, what if he gets transferred? You don't fail with that. That's then number 3. Did I write this? Okay, all right. And then number 3 is when students start to be truants. They don't even come to class. They now jump to play football and they say, and then anytime they come to class, they would have missed a lot. All right. Okay, the trans is number 2. The number 1 reason that makes children fail in school is peer pressure. Peer pressure is the number 1 reason that makes people fail. And how it happens is, Benga is not doing badly. He didn't go to school. Benga is driving a Rolls Royce now. He didn't go to school. My friend's father. That is how they just. the peer pressure is one reason that a lot of people fail. Somebody is not reading, and you use that as an excuse. That other person is not reading too, and that's why you are not reading. You will fail. So those are the top 10 reasons that people fail in school. That said, ladies and gentlemen, at this time we want to toast to the good health of our friend and our brother who just had a surgery, and we're praying that he gets well and comes back to begin to make his hit. So please let's rise and toast to Banky W. Mr. Banky W.
Wish you quick recovery, brother.
Quick recovery, and then come back and continue to make the great hits and the awesome videos. Awesome videos. Cheers to Banky W here.
Cheers to Banky.
Cheers.
Music man, you know.
Papa, just in case wedding party has part 3.
Razor sharp hairline, shaped by Dominicans. With his back, with his pad, his
Brother, cheers, yeah, no
For today, thank you so much for watching, and God bless you. Have a wonderful week. Thank you. We're balling, man.
Doesn't matter, we gon' make it out to the end. Whether you're up north in Kaduna or getting your hustle on in Anambra, riding through traffic in Lagos, you can be from Abuja, Meta, from Abuja, Meta, from Abuja, Meta, from Abuja, Meta,
Yeah, EMEZ, it's your boy Banky W, aka Mr. Capable. You know, right now we just did this right here. I'm just
no.